Hi, so today we're going to do a Poundland makeup review. I have my bag of goodies and I'm pretty much just going to dive in. I did do a haul video, so you should go check that out just to see what we're working with and the swatches and everything like that. We're going to start with foundation, which is looking like this so far. So I'm just going to shake it a little. Okay, so I just grabbed this brush and I think I'm going to apply like half with a brush, half with a sponge and see how that goes. So they didn't have a primer, so I'm just going straight onto my skin. That's the first half, just squirting straight onto the sponge. And usually I prefer to apply first with a brush and then afterwards with a sponge, but I just thought I'd see today to see if there was any like difference. Okay, so after blending it in somewhat properly, this is how we're looking. Like, look at this, look. If I try and blend it, what is happening? Like, it's just sticking to all of my dry skin and just sort of moving. I've never seen anything with this little coverage before.
Have you covered your face yet?
Yes, Cameron. Yes. I have. Taking the brush. Oh, I really slathered that on, didn't I? I bet it's all going to fade away. I'm going to take another brush. I'm going to take my normal brush just in case that's anything. I'm just taking my normal brush. Applying a little nice with this brush. I mean, I'm maybe building up to a light coverage. I don't know if there's anything to worry about. My cheeks are definitely feeling a bit tingly. Okay, so after a second layer using a different brush, this is how we're looking. There's still zero coverage. It hasn't really evened anything out. It doesn't really look matte either, but it's supposed to be a matte foundation. Okay, we're gonna do concealer. Okay, so I have this little stick concealer jobby. Looks like a lipstick. Oh, it's smoother than I thought it would be going on under the eyes. I mean, it definitely feels like waxy and it doesn't really seem to be distributing a lot of product. Okay, I've really had to like drag that across to actually get any form of coverage. That's how that's looking. I'm gonna let that sit for a moment because that usually helps with coverage. And I'm gonna take this. This is like a cream contour stick. Okay, so this is the cream contour stick. It looked orange when I swatched it in the last video. And yep. Okay, I don't know how much of this to apply, so I'm just gonna start with this. Okay, that's definitely blending out nicer than I expected. Maybe slightly orange, but not too much. It's coming off a bit more reddy, honestly. Blend it all the time.
Blend it all the time.
Okay, that's actually blended way nicer than I kind of expected it to. I'm gonna take the brush and just do the rest of the concealer. Just gonna take my beauty blender to just really press that all in. Okay, so that's how we're looking. It's definitely looking better than when we first started, but it is nowhere near as much coverage as I would want. I'm still so red. It's definitely like natural light coverage. We're gonna go on to this cream highlighter. And I'm just gonna use my fingers and just sort of tap into it. Tap it up here. I'm not really the biggest fan of like liquidy cream highlights. I just feel like they show texture and then you cover them with powder anyway. It looks nice, it looks like wet. I like that. Smoothly does it. This is just a translucent pressed powder. I'm gonna take quite a dense pack brush and just go into that. Put it under my eye. Oh, it's not really translucent, it does have some colour to it. It's kind of like, I don't know, like banana-y. I do think it actually looks smoother, you know. Just going to take a bigger brush and just go into that and just put it all over my face. Oh, I actually quite like that pressed powder. I feel like it's made everything smooth. It looks nice. I feel like it's actually added some coverage as well. I can definitely see a bit of glitter like right here from that highlighter. Yeah, it's definitely glittery. Don't say so loud, bruv. But look at the texture on my nose, can you see it? Good to Glow matte bronzer. Just gonna work that sort of above the hollows of my cheek, but sort of like over my whole cheek a little. I mean, this is fine. I feel like it doesn't actually have that much pigment to it. Oh, we're looking a bit like not good there. We're looking a bit patchy. Oh well. And then I'm just gonna take a fan brush and just contour my nose. Okay, so we're gonna go on to brows, and I have two brow products. I have this Say the Brow eye pencil. don't have a spoolie, but that's fine. I'll find one somewhere else. Okay, I'm just going to take my
What's a
spoolie.
spoolie?
This.
A spoolie?
Yeah. Now I'm just going to take my spoolie and I'm just going to brush it through my hairs and brush them up. And then I'm just going to take this brow pencil and just sort of start outlining. It's just like a normal regular pencil. It's quite creamy. Maybe a little too creamy. Like I like them when they have a bit like waxiness to them because it just holds. I feel like these creamy ones just like slide straight off. Honestly, that's not that bad. That's quite a good colour as well. It's like a more cool toned brown. Okay, so that's how the brows are looking so far. I actually like that. This is the Soleil the brow gel. And it's just, spoolie's a bit big, but we'll give it a go. But for me, it's just looking, you can see the product a little bit too much. We're gonna move on to eyes next, and I actually have an eyeshadow primer, which I'm really excited for. I love the name of this as well. This is called Turn a Primed Eye. How good is that? And I'm just gonna like draw this on. I probably shouldn't have put concealer on the lid. I honestly completely forgot that there was a eyeshadow primer. Yeah, we'll see how the eyeshadow applies, because we don't actually have eyeshadow. I have eyeshadow sticks. I've never used eyeshadow sticks before. I got 3 of them. They were on deal and I was feeling brave. But I'm gonna actually start with the grey, I think. I'm just gonna put that like out here. It feels nice and like smooth. It feels exactly like the primer. I'm just taking like a small brush like this and I'm just gonna try and blend that. I want to do, I think, like a grey smoky eye. I don't think I'm going to use that brown colour today. Maybe I'll use it in an IGTV video. I'm liking that so far. I think I'm having to build it up a bit more than I would have liked. I want to try and like proper smoke it out. It does seem like it's something to like really easily blend. So if you're maybe not the best blender or you're a beginner, you might like something like this, because it seems a lot easier to like correct mistakes if you've made them. Okay, so it's looking a bit more messy on this side. I'm going to add a bit under my eye. Oh, that concealer is creasing like mad, look. Okay. I do like it. I kind of wish it would have been a bit deeper. Then I'm going to take this light shade and I'm going to do that in here. The only thing is that these things are a bit big, so you can't really be precise with it, like get it in here properly. They blend into each other really well. That grey isn't as pronounced as I wanted it. I think I might just honestly just take my brush and just go straight from this thing and just like tap. Oh, that's giving me more colour. Yeah. I was like, I'm working with cream, so I don't got to do my eyes first because there'll be no fallout. But I've managed to get it all under my eye. And we do actually have an eyeliner, so I'm just going to go and stick that on, I think. And it has a brush tip. It's maybe like a bit too liquidy to like work with. Get precision. Like, what is happening down in that corner? Oh, this is hard, man. That's just, it's so fat, but how are you supposed to do a thin win with this freaking thing? This is like one of the hardest eyeliners I've ever had to work with. Because it's like so streaky, you have to keep going over it, and then when you keep going over it, it's just getting like fatter and fatter and fatter and just, ugh, it looks awful. We have massive wings today. It's the kind of day it is. It's the kind of day it is. Then I'm going to do mascara, and I'm actually not going to curl my lashes today because I wanted to see like how it actually is, because I know a lot of people don't curl the lashes. This is the Turn Up the Volume and Define. I just got a little bit of mascara here, but I'm just going to wait for it to dry so I can flick it away. I do actually quite like that applicator for the bottom lashes because you can get it in there, but this is what we're looking at with about 2-3 coats. Where's my makeup wipes? Could you get me some?
Foundation's for the best of it. You've got some.
I know. Thank you, honey bunny.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I just tried to clean up the innermost part of that wing a little with concealer. So that's just drying. I'm just going to do the lips quickly and then I'll come back and do it in a corner. Pout it out. This is in the shade Mango Splash 10. Oh dear, it's so orange. This is the All About the Pout. This is in shade 28 Paris. When I bought this, I did think that the lip liner was red, so... Okay, so the lipstick has quite a bit of hydration and moisture. So it feels kind of nice, but it's not really going on. It has a nice bit of colour. It's a little patchy though. The lipstick's fine. Okay, so this is the finished look. I gotta say, I absolutely hate it. I don't mind the idea of this kind of look. I feel like it's kind of a classic look. I don't like it either on myself or with these products. I mean, I have massive creasing under here. So the foundation for me is just, it's a no-go. Like, it's £1 and you're getting what you're paying. Yeah, I would just say just stay away from the foundation. The concealer has more coverage than the foundation, but not a lot. I would say there's so many more better concealers out there. Like, yeah, maybe they're not £1, but they're not going to be that much more expensive and they're going to be so much better. The contour stick is, I don't mind the contour stick. I'm probably going to keep playing with it. I actually didn't hate that. Then the powder, I didn't mind the powder, but as time's gone on, just like, see if you can see, all of this texture issues I've got going on at the moment. So the powder seemed nice at first glance. I'm going to try it out with other things and, you know, maybe it's not the powder, maybe it's the foundation. The bronzer didn't really have any pigment to it at all. Eyebrows, I actually really like the eyebrow pencil and the eyebrow gel. I'll obviously see how it wears. I don't know how long I'm going to wear this for though. The eye primer, gonna have to keep testing it out. It's really the only way to see with eye primers. I feel like it don't really intensify much colour because there's not really a lot of colour. The eyeliner, no. It's hard to use, it's too runny, it's not got enough opacity, like it's just streaky. The mascara, maybe it would be better if I curled my lashes. As it stands, I'd say no, you can get better mascaras. Like that Technic mascara is amazing and it's like £1.50 more than this mascara, so I'd say just go pick that one up. The lip liner was sharp and not creamy and it had pigment, but it was not pleasant to put on my lips. Like, I wouldn't do that again. The lipstick's fine. I don't really like the colour. I don't really like the colour on me. But that's it. That is the end of the review. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!